Hello everyone and welcome to Life Transformation UK. My name is Ben, and in this video today I want to talk to you about what are some of the best self-improvement tools that you can use on your personal development journey. Now, there are endless amounts of things that you can use to better yourself when you are starting out with your own personal development and self-improvement plan. And I really want to go into a little bit of detail about what I think are the best methods, the best tools that you can actually use to do what it is that you want to do and to become the best possible person that you can. Now, the first and probably the most important tool that you can use for self-improvement, personal growth, is actually setting goals. And I'm sure you would be surprised to know just how many people do not actually actively set goals. Now, a lot of people do passively set goals, but there's much fewer people who will actually set out an action plan of goals that they need to complete, both in the long term and the short term. And what goals can do for you is that they actually focus your action, they focus your energy, they focus your intention on achieving one thing. And by achieving that one thing, you give yourself a momentum boost or a little energy boost to move you towards your next goal. Every little goal achieved is a gentle push in the right direction, which is eventually going to lead you to a successful life outcome. So if you haven't gone out there and already set your goals, I would highly recommend that you go out and start to learn the process of goal setting, and then actually going out there and setting your personal goals as well. Now, the second tool that you can use in your self-improvement journey is utilizing an ultimate life vision. Now, this is your idea of what your perfect life looks like, down to the most minute detail. It covers everything from health, abundance, love, freedom, the main core areas of life, and it should set out for you everything that you want to do, everything that you want to be, everything that you want to have in life. And it can be as crazy and as out there as possible, as long as it's kind of within the realm of general possibility. Your dream life, your life vision can be anything you want it to be. Ask yourself, what would you have in your life? What would you be doing? Who would you be spending your time with? What would you have if you had no restrictions? If you could go out and do anything you wanted, be anything you wanted, have anything you wanted, what would you do, be, have? And just let your imagination go with it and paint as vivid a picture as possible for yourself, because what that's doing is it's giving you a bigger picture to work towards, and a bigger picture is always motivating. It gives you a powerful reason why to achieve something. And it can also really inform your current goal setting as well, because if you know that you want to get to this point all the way up here and you're kind of down here at the moment, then you can set yourselves goals to get up that ladder until you've hit where it is that you want to hit. So creating a life vision or creating a dream life visualization, something like that, can really inform your goals. So that's another great tool for you to really utilize when it comes to your personal self-improvement. Now, number 3 is any type of learning tool, and a lot of people in the self-improvement community will say books. Books are number 1, and in my opinion, books are definitely not number 1. Books have been very, very useful to me. I spent a massive amount of time at the beginning of my self-improvement journey just reading everything I could get my hands on, and I've read hundreds of books by now. But it's not necessarily the right path for everyone. Some people are going to prefer audiobooks, as I tend to do now. Some people are going to prefer taking online courses, going to actual events. Some people are going to prefer to go to actual classes and courses in person. It doesn't matter what method of learning you pick for yourself or which one works for you, as long as you are engaging in it on a very regular basis. You have to be continuously learning as much as you can. And also, don't undervalue the importance of actual life experience as well. Getting out there and doing things and making mistakes and figuring out how to do things for yourself. Sometimes those could be far more effective than going to class or taking an online course or reading a dozen books on the subject. When you actually go out there and find the answers for yourself, that is so much more useful. So committing to constant and never-ending learning is going to be a massive help for you when you are on your self-improvement journey, no matter where you are on that path, whether you're right at the beginning, in the middle, or nearing the end of your self-improvement journey. Continuously learning and taking in knowledge and wisdom is going to be massively helpful to moving you towards where you eventually want to be. And the next important tool that you can be using to help yourself when you're on your self-improvement journey is coaching. Actually going out there and hiring a personal coach for different areas of your life if you need to. You can hire a finances coach if part of your main life goal is to massively improve your finances. You can get a coach specifically for money, you can get a coach specifically for health and fitness, you can get a coach specifically for relationships or career or building a business. Now, this isn't to say that you need to go out there and get a coach for every single one of these things, because some stuff you just don't need a coach for. Some stuff you can figure out on your own, some stuff you can self-coach on, and I've done a video a few days ago where I walked through the process of self-coaching, because it's just a great way to save yourself time and money, and also to build up a reliance on yourself rather than a reliance on an external person, a coach, therapist, a mentor, whoever it is. Learning how to coach yourself is such a valuable skill, and it will be so useful for you if it is something that you learn to develop within yourself. Because then you don't have to wait until your next coaching call. You don't have to wait for that person to get back to you via email or text or whatever it is. You don't rely on them for motivation. You don't rely on them for your next action steps. You're just going out there and doing the things yourself every single day. But that being said, if there is an area of your life that you want to improve and you believe that you've gotten as far as you can go on your own, then I highly recommend going out there and getting a coach, because they will be able to take you, as long as they are a good and effective coach, from where you are to as close to where you want to be as possible. They won't be able to get you all the way there. The only person that can do that is you, but they can definitely support you on your journey. They can advise you, they can focus you towards the right direction to go out there and do all that you want to do and be all that you want to be. Meeting with coaches and self-improvement professionals has been massively helpful for me in my last few years on this self-improvement journey, and I cannot understate the value of a good coach. But just as a word of warning, always make sure that you spend some time selecting who your coach is going to be. Remember, you get to choose what coach you are working with. You don't have to pick the first one that comes along. Really make sure that it's somebody that you can work with, that's somebody that you can get along with, somebody that you can build a trusting relationship with before you start throwing in your time and your money where it might potentially be wasted because the coach isn't the right fit for you. So really make sure that you do your research before you go out there and hire your first coach, no matter what the area is. And the final self-improvement tool, perhaps one of the most important skills that you can develop in your life, is self-determination. Not giving up when times are getting tough. Now, before I talk a little bit more about this is not a blanket statement where you should never give up on anything. Sometimes you do have to take a step back in order to take a step forward again. Sometimes you have to give up on one goal to achieve another, and it doesn't mean that you set it aside forever. It just means that you're setting it aside for now, and you can revisit it at any time you want. So whilst you should always try your hardest to do the things you want to do in life and to achieve your goals, don't be afraid sometimes to put a goal aside in order to service your greater life vision. But coming back to this main point, determination is going to be so important to you. Determination is what can give you that final big push to get over a massive hurdle in life. It's what can inspire you to do hard work. It's what can inspire you to stay up late and get up early and to work harder than anyone else in the room to get to where you want to go. Determination isn't about blindly throwing yourself in though. It's about being strategic with your time and with your energy so that you can get yourself the maximum results possible. As I said, know when to take a step back, know when to be a little bit more strategic with your self-improvement journey, but always be going after what you want in life. Don't let other people dictate what you need to do. Don't let circumstances and events that happen in your life dictate where you are going. Build this skill of determination and mental fortitude and mental grit, and keep at it. Keep working towards your greater life vision, and you will not regret the path that you're on. So I hope you have found this video useful. If you have done, please make sure to leave a like on the video and add a comment as well, letting me know what it is that you're going to be doing to transform your life today. And while you're down there, why not subscribe to Life Transformation UK as well. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one very soon.